teachers talk to you a little bit about polio. It is not a disease that you all are familiar with because we got a vaccine, and in 1979 it was totally eradicated in the United States. It's really only still occurring in a few places in the world: Afghanistan, India, Nigeria, and it's because they're very remote places and it's hard to get the vaccine there. But it was a terrifying disease. People would not take their children to the hospital when they were deathly sick because they were afraid that they would get polio. And so, thanks to modern science, you guys don't have to deal with that, but that is what has happened to the young woman in this story. I will tell you the play is a little confusing at first because it is bouncing around in time. Some of the scenes take place as a fantasy in her mind, and then other scenes show you different periods in her life leading up to telling you what the big dramatic thing that happened to her was. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this, and it is called And They Dance Real Slow in Jackson.
She's just a child.
Me over and
she's a beautiful woman.
Oh, she's beautiful now. Is she?
You're lovely, Elizabeth.
Are you Elizabeth? Are you beautiful?
I'm a little teapot, short and stout.
You are a little girl.
Let's sing the children's song.
No, I'm a woman.
A woman. Can you hear that? Elizabeth Bull is a woman.
She's 24 years old, sir.
You're a woman, and you're very,
very,
I'm very pretty.
Good. Very good.
I'm a woman, and I'm a pretty woman.
Beautiful.
Elizabeth Will is the loveliest woman in Jackson, Indiana. And the song?
I can sing what I want in my room.
But you don't speak.
In my room, my chair, my thoughts.
You're silent.
All of them are mine. When I start to whistle, hear me shout.
And you are a little girl?
No, she is 24, sir. A woman, sir.
A dancing woman.
Elizabeth Will is the finest dancer in all of East Jackson. Is that true?
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. I'm a pretty teapot.
Beautiful.
Inside and out. Here are my hips and here is my mouth.
Please come take me, spin me about, dress me up and take me out.
Take me out! Take me out! Take me out!
And you'd like to go out?
Yes!
I'll take you out dancing.
No! No, thank you.
But you love to dance.
I just don't feel like it right now.
But everyone loves to dance. Name one person in all of Jackson who doesn't dance. Baptist excluded. Oh, Elizabeth and Willow. All right, now name one person on Sherman Street who doesn't dance. Elizabeth Willow. Not a step.
It's her chair, you
A
see.
girl needs time to get herself ready for such things.
Elizabeth can't dance.
In Jackson, anyway, what with so many men calling me, a girl needs to make sure she picks the right dress for the right man, sir.
How many songs then?
Can't you see her condition?
It's just that I have things to do, and
She can't.
just at the moment, I think.
Elizabeth Willow is crippled.
Please understand, it's just that I can't.
Can't you do anything, Elizabeth?
Mrs. Willow! Mrs. Willow! Anybody home in there?
Someone here.
She was born in October. In May, she took sick with the flu. I stayed off the phone and I tried not to worry so much because I knew she was my first and all mothers worry too much with their first. But my child's temperature, my baby's temperature, went up to 106. Well, I rushed her into the doctors, of course. Everyone was so afraid of the hospital then. Everyone said the surest insurance of giving a child polio is by taking her into the hospital ward where everyone else had the disease. So I held her, and I nursed her, and I took her home. And after the fever was gone, after the fever receded, she didn't move. Couldn't move and never will move. I didn't know what else I could do. What could could you do? I'm a good mother. I'm a good mother.
Mrs. Willow! You all sleeping or something?
She'll be real fast if you don't hurry, Mama.
Elizabeth, I'll answer the door. Now, sit up straight, child.
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Willow!
We're coming!
Yes?
Hi, you're home.
Yes, we're home.
I don't want to bug you or nothing. You busy? You told me to come back tomorrow.
Is that you, Zelda?
It's me, Nancy Matthews.
Hey, Nancy.
Hey, Elizabeth Ann. What you doing up there?
Nothing. You want to come in?
My mother sent me over to ask if it was okay if I maybe play with Elizabeth Ann.
Why, that's very nice of you, Nancy.
She said I should come over right now and not tomorrow like I said I oughta. Mrs. Willow, you want me to put my shoes on before I come in, or are you gonna bring her out here?
Why don't you put your shoes on?
My feet ain't real dirty or nothing.
I'd like to tell you a story, Elizabeth Ann.
My mother says I shouldn't wear out my welcome.
I was little once too, you know. And I can remember my own father setting me down to talk. I don't think your grandfather loved anything more than a good story.
Nancy, are you coming in?
As soon as I get my shoes on.
He was a huge man, your grandpa, with arms on him like the limbs of an oak tree.
Next
And
time,
hands on that man.
next time you knock, Nancy Matthews.
Yes, ma'am.
Your grandfather said to me, Ben, he said,
Can I look at her now?
Can you look at her?
he says, people come in all shapes and all sizes, Ben Willow. Some's fat and some ain't. Some skin and bones and some ain't.
Why, she looks the same as you do, child.
No, she don't. She don't look like me one bit.
And then there's the people God puts on this earth to show us how it's what's in the heart here that counts. Do you understand?
She is poliomyelitis.
Polio?
Very good.
Mama.
Now, I know you're getting old enough to realize how you ain't quite the same as the rest of this, Jackson. But let me tell you, the people in Jackson couldn't care 2 cents how you look, little girl. They are people of the heart.
My mother sent me over on account of, she says Elizabeth's lonely probably, since her legs are falling off.
Hey, Nancy Matthews. What are you doing?
Is that what your mother told you?
Uh-huh.
You tell your mother I won't have her sending the neighborhood over as if this were some kind of free show. You tell your mother I won't have my daughter made fun of. Do you understand me, Nancy?
Go, Elizabeth Ann!
Hey, Nancy, no, talk to me from under the window.
There's no point in fretting about that silly little girl.
But, Mama.
I'll read you a story.
Well, go on, you monkey. Finish your story.
Yeah, I'm not even scared yet.
Yeah, come on, come on.
And then the hands all gory and bloody. It's chasing guys around his house, see? So he can't get away from it nowhere.
It trees him clear up the attic.
What do you think, stupid?
You're scared of what you are.
If I don't get home before dark, my mother will beat me blue.
Shut up.
And then you and each of the spirits of his day turns around and come around the neck.
Oh, that's full.
Come right out of the graveyard, the hand is.
You figure they handle the girls, too?
Angry love.
I don't like the amount of so bone bedded pig.
Scaredy cat you are.
Am not.
Am not bone you chicken brain. You're scared of nothing but a bunch of old dead people, Timmy. Think that's something you should see on me and Kenny White's all looking my tail. You see the hand clearing out? Worse. Lots worse.
Sure.
100 times worse. You just ask Kenny White, don't believe me. He was down there by the river looking, and there they was. What was? Just a moving and a flow. What is that? Legs.
Legs?
Yeah, like these. They was down there by the river walking on that water with nobody hooked up to another.
Dang.
Kenny White had to run home. He was so scared. But I stayed and looked at him. He was out there walking like he was in a movie or something. You would have peed your pants, not Louie.
Mommy, Claire, I would look right with you.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, Cor.
You know where those legs come from, don't you? Forest? River? They're that crippled girl. No, they're not! You just wait and see if they out here this very night, Jerry. She takes them off every night and sends them out walking, she does.
My mother says she's sick, that girl is.
Yeah, she only can't walk is all.
She's got legs made out of metal, you dummy.
Ew!
I bet you she's crazy.
Like in a winter something.
Hey guys, there's something moving out there.
Where?
It's way over there.
I'm going home to my mother and staying there.
then we have to borrow.
What are we gonna borrow on, Ben? The car? Set up the Chevy as collateral? Just what do you think the bank is gonna say when we tell them they can have a 17-and-a-half-year-old Chevrolet if we fall behind?
You're not looking at the figures here, Beth. Bob Morgan and I worked the whole thing out on paper here.
Ben, we just can't afford it.
If you look at the figures, you see where I'm coming from. Now, if I quit loading trucks,
To go into business with Robert A. Morgan in the automatic car washing business. Benjamin, I have lived here all my life, and there's nothing more outlandish than the idea of automatic car washes in Jackson, Indiana.
they've worked over in Evansville, they work in Indy, and there's no reason why we couldn't turn a profit here.
Fine then. You quit a good job for some scheme that Robert Morgan only thinks is gonna put us ahead.
It's like talking to thin air to talk to you, Beth. Don't you see what an opportunity we have here?
Ben, all I see is an unhappy man who has a wife and a child to support.
Don't you see? I'm only thinking of Elizabeth.
You're not thinking, period.
Beth, if you just look at the figures, you see where I'm coming
I
from.
want to look at anything.
Beth! Beth, don't ask me to keep working there.
I could dance if I wanted. Well, I don't feel like it right now, or just get out of this chair and show you. When sometimes I go into Indianapolis, my hair is shining and my clothes so pretty, and the men everywhere around me talking and telling me their secrets while we dance.
And there's something so fine of the way that she's sweet, Lord.
So light and full of grace. Why, I'm the finest dancer this Jackson's ever known, sir.
You'll have to wait your turn like everyone else. A girl needs her time to prepare, sir.
What I need is a woman.
She dances with everyone else, but does she dance with you? Does she notice me?
You look so fine in a soft white dress, Elizabeth. Something pale and shiny. Something just like the color of the moon when it rises.
I like to wear dresses that are sideless and sleeveless and backless and silken.
May I?
My pleasure, I'm sure.
You dance so well.
I really think so.
Oh, divine.
I'm gonna tell you I have nice legs. It's the walking part that throws me off. Once I get that part down, I'll figure I'll be able to dance in the store.
Stop! Stop what, Elizabeth?
But I'll get the hang of it.
Listen to me! Listen to you! Listen to her!
Maybe I can work out a tap routine.
Lovely.
You're laughing at me!
Then get up and stop them.
Get up, girl.
Get out of the chair, Elizabeth.
Get up, Elizabeth! I don't want to!
Oh, but you dream of it.
You wish for it.
You imagine it.
And then you just sit there.
And sit there. And
Sit
sit
there.
there.
Sit there, sit there, sit there, sit there, No, wait. Please wait. I like our street.
Yeah, well, you don't have to play ball on it. Shepherd Street ain't for nothing when it comes to setting up bases, Elizabeth Ann.
We play baseball at the Institute.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, we do. We got enough room for bases at least, Skeeter Robbins. Zelda, she's a pitcher, and I play shortstop. You want to see something? You want to see Zelda pitching when she's mad.
A little shrunk up girl.
She's not shrunk up, Skeeter. She's just little is all.
I don't know. Seems to me like someone left her in the dryer for too long.
Oh,
It's pretty hot with the ball.
Zelda's the best one on the team, I think.
How's she get it down there so them kids can hit at it? In their chairs, I mean.
You got a rule that you gotta let the batter get hit.
Oh, that's not baseball then.
Why don't you come look?
You know, maybe I will.
Our little team's hot, short, and stout. Oh, child, you are wondrous, simply wondrous. You know, Dr. Harris said you were about the prettiest little baby he'd ever seen. Sometimes I wonder why we live, or how we live, or how much more Pop's gonna pay for all this baby. We're gonna let him cook.
Elizabeth, where are you, girl?
I could kill that boy, I tell you.
Be easy on him now, Russell Taylor.
I'd like to pin his ears to the back of his head is what I'd like to do.
He'd pin you more than likely, Russell. Your Billy's a pretty big boy now.
Now, he ain't so big I can't kick his butt.
Russell.
If he touches that girl, I'll kick his butt clear across the river.
No, nobody's saying nobody touched nobody.
Ben Will has had a hard enough time without his girl getting lost.
Sure enough. Elizabeth Will ain't lost exactly. This place is where she is.
Yeah. Let's try by the old Madison place a ways.
Sure, tell me close.
When I get my hands on that boy of mine, I'm gonna kill him.
Good to see you, Judith. Good morning there, Emma. Bless you. It's a nice one, isn't it? That's what I like about this IDA. The way they keep the windows so nice and clean so you can see what kind of day you're going to be cooking for. My husband never gives me enough for the shopping. And then he complains when the icebox is empty. Your Woodrow's still out, is he? Yes. He and that Russell Taylor came in early this morning, ate every egg in the house, and then went right back out to the surgery. There's mighty strange folk down by the river, you know, and ungodly persons. I know it as well as I'm seeing you usually. If I hear sin, it seems half of Jackson is out searching. I know for a fact that the whole of the Moose Lodge is lending a hand. Poor thing. Stuck out in the marshes all night. Makes your heart Judith. It does. You know, Beth Rowe was in here this morning. No. Right before you walked in. And the whole IGA chock full of food. And all she bought was coffee. Folgers. Don't say. Breaks your heart, Judith. Does for a fact. Troubles? Tell me. I'll tell you, Judith. Those people have troubles that we didn't even know about.
Well, I guess my best girl don't like me no more. I reckon in the middle stages of my Middle Ages, I've just become boring, I guess.
Oh no, Papa, you know that isn't true.
You'd think a man's only daughter might want to spend an occasional evening around the house with her boring old dad now and then.
Papa, I'm home all the time. Just going over to Zelda's, that's all.
You ought to send me a postcard as much as I see
You
you.
were just full of hot air, Mr. Willow.
Yeah, I suppose. Honey, what's going to happen to you?
What's gonna happen?
What are you going to do with yourself? You're going to be 18 years old pretty soon. Finished with schooling. Time's like a conscience. It catches up with you. What do you think you might want to do?
Well, Zelda and me, we've been talking a lot.
Elizabeth, Zelda won't be here forever. She isn't well, honey. Now that's just a fact, and you're going to have to face that.
But don't talk like that, will you? Zelda is just fine.
Your mother spoke to Dr. Harris a few days ago, and
What is he?
Zelda has dystrophy, honey. It doesn't get better.
It might.
It doesn't. It won't. That's just a fact. And you're going to have to face that. You understand? I just want you to think about yourself, Richard. That's all I'm trying to say, all right?
All right. I wish the minister would get here.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Elizabeth, I don't know what in the heck you're so nerved up about.
Skeeter, I'm not nervous.
All girls are nervy. They're born with the jitters. Nervy is all get out.
Skeeter, I only get this way around.
Boys,
How'd you know that?
I'm the same way. All around girls, I mean.
Really?
With my face, I guess.
Skeeter, I think you look real fine.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Better get cracking here, huh? I'm going to be the first kid in the history of the Methodist Church to flunk confirmation.
Okay, here's a question. Don't repeat.
Don't need to.
What is your only comfort in life and in death? Skeeter, what's the question?
I know that. That I belong, right.
Body and soul.
Right. My soul and my body.
Not to myself, but to...
Jesus.
Good!
Oh, I'm as sharp as a bowling ball.
Say it again, Skeeter.
I'm as sharp as a bowling ball.
Yes,
Okay. My soul and my body.
Yes.
They don't belong to me,
Very good.
but to,
We better do the next one. You know, you think you're so Yeah, tell him.
Well, let's see here, Sadie. Your mother doesn't climb trees? Look at me. And your mother never seen her on her legs. Grab her body. Look at her.
Unscrewing them and unscrewing them. She don't unscrew her legs. She's got little metal hooks right in her bones when she takes them off and sends them out walking. You're lying. She ain't really a person. Like screwed right off her titty.
Like she's a machine.
She's sure weird, that girl.
Yeah, real.
Unscrewing them and unscrewing them. It sure is getting dark.
Yeah, I want to go home. I don't find this funny. Troubles? I swear those people have troubles we don't even know about, Emma. Tell me about it. I remember when she was confirmed.
Elizabeth Poe?
Yes. Right alongside my own Nancy. Time flies. Wonder what she was like, Sue. It was that incident down by the river, if you're asking.
I wouldn't know, Judith.
Something unnatural must have happened to the girl at the river that night. It's only the talk of the town.
What is the chief end of man?
Man's chief end is to glorify God and enjoy Him forever.
She shut herself up in that house for all those years.
She doesn't speak to a soul, Judith.
Not in years and years.
Now, what rule hath God given to direct how we may glorify and enjoy Him?
The Word of God is contained in the Scriptures of the Old and New Testaments.
She is perfectly quiet, closed up in that old house.
She shut herself up with the dead.
What is God?
There was that incident down by the river, if you're asking me.
What is God?
Perfectly silent.
Thus use the word of the Lord. The Lord gave, and the Lord take it away.
Blessed is the name of the Lord.
Let us pray. O Lord Jesus Christ, give these sick children into divine hearts. Open our eyes and our ears to perceive and goodness. Let us rejoice now in the fact that your sufferings ended, your soul found its rest, and your body in full again. World without end. Amen. Ashes to ashes.
Ashes to ashes,
And dust to dust.
dust to dust.
Listen to me, Zelda. Last night, I was in bed, see? And I could hear them, my parents in their room whispering to each other. And the kids outside my window. Girls talking to the boys, and the boys trying to tease them. Outside my window, Zelda, I could hear them. And I tried not to listen, wanting my hearing to go away. I said, if my hearing is gone, then my thought is gone. And if my thought is gone, then my mind is no longer hurting. And I dreamed it would make it be me, Zelda. I dreamed it would make it be me that was gone, and not you at all. I dreamt a dream of your dying. Your muscles are melting away, and you can't stop them from turning to nothing inside you. And you have to eat, and you have to breathe, and you have to think. You can't stop the thinking inside yourself while your body grows useless underneath it. You think, I'm dying now. Really dying. You can almost tell how many weeks they'll be before your lungs become too weak to hold the air you want. And when they begin to collapse, and you know that too. Your muscles are suffocating inside your own body, and still while you're dying, you think of it. Because the dystrophy separates the muscle from the bone, the mind from the body. And last year, you came into my room, and my father, he had to carry you, Zelda. He set you down beside me as an infant. You're not even talk then. You're 16. And then 17, and you could not force the muscles to move enough to say even a word. But it's all right. You can sit and touch and hold, and the world don't matter anymore, Zelda. Nothing matters. Zelda, this wasn't right for this to happen to you. I wish it was me that was gone and not you at all. Nothing changes in me, Zelda. Nothing changes for me. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing ever changes.
Elizabeth, please open the door. Now, there's no need for you to be sulking alone in your room like this, honey. Nobody really meant to yell at you, you understand? Elizabeth, now open the door. If you want to move to this place in Evansville so badly, then don't you think we better talk about it some? You need to be more patient with your mother and I, honey. We forget sometimes how big our little girl has kind of gotten on us. Elizabeth, please open the door. I'm trying to tell you I'm sorry. Don't you see? Please let me apologize. Elizabeth, won't you talk to me? Please?
Such a pretty party.
Beautiful girl always finds her appearance.
Then we'll dance right away.
In just one moment, sir.
The next song then?
Please understand, I'm only telling you.
But Elizabeth.
No!
The song after?
You're not being...
Of course she will. Elizabeth, tell the gentleman you would be honored to dance.
When I came in tonight and I saw the lights on the floor looking so polished and pretty,
Please don't.
And I looked over the girl, over all the girls.
and I says, her, I want to dance slow and close with that woman.
Her.
She doesn't dance, sir.
Why me, sir? I'm afraid I'm much too young to be.
Elizabeth Ann, you're not too young to be anything, are you? You're 24 now. How many songs will you wait then, Elizabeth?
One song? Will we just one more
You
song?
think you're pressuring me into standing for this and you're...
2 songs, just 2 more?
I would like to sit,
3
please.
songs then?
5 songs, 6?
7?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You are always listing things! Lining things up in rows and then putting them in rows is suddenly going to make my mind make sense of it! But there is no sense in it! You put things in lists that are backwards and forwards and wrong and turning inside my mind until I don't know where I started anymore!
Oh, Beth. Benjamin, it's a beautiful dress.
I think it's pretty.
Did you pick this out for her all by yourself?
Sure I did. Well, I had some help from the lady in the dress department, but I'll take all the credit you're willing to give me.
Oh, don't you dare tell me how much you spent, Ben.
Well, I want her to have a good time.
How much?
Did you see the lace here? The ruffles? That is fashionable stuff.
How much?
$46?
Oh, my land.
Think she'll like it?
She better just love it for what it is. $46?
Yeah, I was throwing the cash around J.C. Penney's like boys throw a ball. People dodging the money.
Oh, Elizabeth's sure looking forward to this. I just hope he's a nice boy.
Sure, he's nice. He's a good Methodist. I'm half sure there's some kind of rule about Methodist boys being good escorts. It's those dang Presbyterians that cause all the trouble.
Oh, Ben. I just hope they have a nice time.
Jackson High threw a pretty nice affair the year we went, the way I remember.
Oh, you didn't dance. You just sat at the table and stared at all the girls.
Beth, I was looking at you the whole time. You were so pretty.
Where?
R. I
Wonder I kept taking you at all, Ben Willow.
Must be my charm, honey.
Yeah, must be it.
Now, wait a minute, Elizabeth. You want me to what?
Here, we'll have the best time.
Let me get this straight. You're asking me my own prom?
Yes, Skeeter, we talked about it last week.
Oh.
Well, my father wasn't going to let me go since he said girls shouldn't date until they're 16, you know? But mother says proms are different. So Papa said, well, if you really
Wait a
want you to
minute.
go.
You told your mother we're going to the Jackson High prom.
Well, yeah, I told everybody, Skeeter. T. Matthews and Cindy Sue White and the lady next door. Plus, I told Zelda. I told her before I told anybody. She's really happy about it, although she can't go. Do you think maybe afterwards we can stop by and see her?
I know what you're doing. You're joking, aren't you?
No.
You're not?
Peter, my father bought me the most beautiful dress. I can't wait for you to see it. I practically died.
You're really serious about this.
Well, yeah, Peter, don't you want to go?
Look.
I'll help you pay for your tux if you want. My mother says you should want one to match your dress. It's really important to match. But my father can drive us since you're not old enough yet. And
Elizabeth, I can't take you to Jackson High prom.
last week you told
I
me.
thought you were kidding. I didn't think you were serious, Elizabeth.
But Peter, he said,
Are you out of your mind? We can't go to the prom? Okay, look, the other kids are going to be here soon. You can't be talking about this in front of them. So just...
I already know. Peter. Everybody knows.
You told all the guys?
I told all the girls and they all told the guys. I imagine you like me.
I do like you, Elizabeth.
I mean, you kissed me and...
Did you tell them that too? Oh, Elizabeth! What am I going to do now?
I'm really sorry.
What did you have to tell the whole town for?
I'm sorry.
Oh, Elizabeth. Hey, Elizabeth, wait!
Are there, Ben Willow? How are you, Bobby? Fine, Ben. Fine. Speak to her again? Yeah, we talked. And? I got a job right now. That's all. Ben, you're fixing to pass up the opportunity of a lifetime right here. Do you realize that? Mom, I have a wife and a child to think of.
Don't you speak to me like that! I've been there! I've seen this institution!
I don't care what you've seen, Mama.
We're not talking nickel time here. We're talking money trucking into them slots day in, day out, buddy. I got a job.
You may be 18 years old, and you may be through with your schooling, young lady, but you are not nearly so big or so old that you can sit here and backtalk your mother.
Mama, I'll do whatever I want.
Elizabeth, that institution is huge. You'll be lost the second you walk in the door.
Now look here, Bobby Morgan. If you were thinking you'd see what it takes to get ahead in this world, it's willingness to take a risk here and there, Ben Willow.
I want to go see for myself. They've got apartments there.
Dormitories! I saw them! Not bigger than a closet, those rooms.
If you want to sit down here in this depot loading boxes until you die, you go right ahead and do it, Ben.
And there are people there who want me. But this is your home. You belong here.
The man who says this is what I'm sinking my life into. This is what I'm taking my risk for and laying my life down on. That's the man that gets something done in this world, Ben Willow.
If Elizabeth was your child, then you'd know, Bobby. You know what I'm saying.
Mama, there is nothing here for me. Zelda's dead. School's over, and there's nothing here for me to do but sit in this room and sit in this chair and wait for somebody to carry me down the stairs. Well, I won't live like that. Don't you scream at me, Elizabeth!
No, you be telling me what to do, Bobby. You look where I am in another 5 or 10 years, pal. You sit down here in this depot with your boxes and just you look real close in another few years.
Elizabeth, you can't go to Evansville. Don't you see? You're crippled.
I'm sorry, Bobby. I'm sorry if I misled you. Not like you're gonna be, pal.
Please let me apologize. Elizabeth, please. I'm sorry.
You sit down here with your boxes, loading and unloading.
I heard what you had to say, Bob. I got work to do.
Sure, Ben, sure. You work, man. Just you work.
Elizabeth, I'm sorry.
I am not an invalid. They don't see. They don't see. It's as if they're all blind. I would rather live among deaf and blind people than people who cannot hear what I'm telling them or see what I'm saying to them in this house, in this Jackson, as if they're all blind to the stairs and the curves and the cars and the people who talk and don't listen
And don't even see me as if I'm melting away. I will not be kept in this house, in this town like a misbehaved child when all I want is to leave. I have to leave.
Elizabeth Willow!
I don't see anything you see more. She don't seem to answer.
Woody, she's bound to be here somewhere.
Only right if I imagine. As long as she's not in that river somewhere.
Elizabeth!
Whoa!
Follow us, girl, you hear?
Elizabeth!
Will you go on and tell your father, did Nancy? After all your father's done for you, you go ahead and tell him you're going to marry that boy.
But Mama, we planned the whole thing. We've sent out the invitations and we've ordered the flowers and the dresses and the bridesmaids.
That was before the incident, Nancy G. Matthews.
Billy did nothing to hurt that girl, Mama, I swear.
You go on and marry your man. And when you wake up in that big fat wedding bed he's buying you, I want you to roll over and look at him real close, Nancy Matthews. When you start calling yourself a tailor, I want you to roll over and take a good, long look. And you just try and get yourself back to sleep, knowing you lay in bed with the same man who nearly violated our own neighbor's girl.
He never even touched her.
Hun, you expect me to believe that?
I'm gonna marry Billy Taylor whether you like it or not, Mama.
Timmy, what are you gonna do, Peter?
If you don't get me out of here right now, I'm screwed as long as I can till my mother comes.
This is Elizabeth Willow's flag speaking, and we're all unscrewed from off her body, looking for Pip to stop dead.
Will you knock it off, Clarnell?
I'm not here now. It's Elizabeth Willow's flag.
Elizabeth Willow ain't gonna hurt nobody.
You just never seen her hurt nobody.
I've seen her hooking the legs right off her body.
Oh, I bet you can't say great. You're so dumb.
Yes, dumbhead. That girl can hurt us a bit. No, not Elizabeth Willow. She was hurt. She sends her legs out to do it.
Unhook her legs and say to him, lazy go there tonight and find someone to stomp on. Lazy go there and I find someone, kick him there.
Ew. You know the only way to keep them from murdering those, don't you?
What?
Sorry, no, them legs are afraid to hurt anything when they hear preaching. Anything here toward God must plead. Can't hurt nothing. How do you know that? Just ask the minister, you don't believe me. Power of prayer will protect you from harm.
Does that really work?
I hope so. I hear something coming. Where?
Guys,
Over there.
something's moving out there. That at least what we can do, right?
Thank you for the ride down here, Billy.
Yeah. You sure you don't want me to wait for you? It's dark as the devil tonight. Not that I'm scared of the dark or anything.
No.
You be careful down here. The bowman yard's just over there.
Billy, I just wanted to go myself for a while. Thank you for the ride.
I'm happy to wait for you. Take you home.
Zelda.
Oh, Zelda, I did come see you before I left, Zelda. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave Jackson. I just
Look at her.
There she is.
Who's
I
there?
told you I seen her.
Come on, let's get her.
Oh, start praying. Start praying. Oh, hey.
No.
Get away from me on the leg.
I don't know. Don't let her hurt us.
Right at us.
I got her. I got her.
Why do I have to do this?
You go get her.
Get her chair.
I got it. Stop it. Deliver her. Oh my gosh. Hey, Jeremy, hurry up. I got it. Jeremy, hurry up.
Guys, look at him shine.
We better get home.
My mom's gonna kill me. What have we done?
The seed was planted in the full of the moon.
The sky full of clouds and water.
We loved then, your mother and I. In the full of the moon in the summer night.
We would lie in bed until dawn, telling our secrets and planning your birth.
I said, there is a life between us.
There is a hope between us.
There is a bond. The child planted in the full of the moon, and she is our daughter,
And we love our daughter.
our Elizabeth.
Elizabeth?
Elizabeth Ann,
Can you speak, child?
talk to us.
Why don't you speak, child?
My daughter, without voice.
Elizabeth?
My daughter, silent.
The next song then?
Oh, Elizabeth Ann, you're beautiful, Elizabeth.
We will dance and dance and dance.
Elizabeth?